Ever since I was a kid, I hated going to my grandmother's house in the village. It wasn't that she was mean or anything, she was the kindest soul you could imagine. But there was something about that old house, something that watched me. I always felt it, especially in the guest bedroom. That room had a tall antique mirror bolted to the wall, carved wood frame cracked in one corner, and a strange humming sound that sometimes came when the lights were off. I used to cover it with a bedsheet at night, but every morning, the sheet would be on the floor. My parents didn't believe me, they laughed it off. "It's just an old mirror," they'd say, but it wasn't. When I turned 17, my grandmother passed away and we went back to the house for her funeral. That night, I was asked to sleep in the same room again. I hadn't been in there for years. At around 2:33 a.m., I woke up to the sound of whispering, very faint, like a woman whispering a prayer in a language I didn't understand. I turned on my phone's flashlight, and the mirror was uncovered. I swear I had covered it before sleeping. And then, I saw it. My reflection wasn't mine. It looked like me, but the eyes were black, completely black, and it was smiling. I froze, I blinked, and the reflection tilted its head before I did. It moved on its own. That's when the whispering grew louder. The air in the room became thick, like breathing through a wet cloth. I couldn't scream, couldn't move. Then it spoke. Not from the mirror, but from behind me. "You're not supposed to be here. Yet." I turned. Nothing. But the reflection was gone. The mirror was empty. Just a dark void. And then, the sound of nails scratching from inside the glass started. That was the first night I knew something lived in that mirror. Not a ghost, not a demon, something older, something worse. A Jinn. The next morning, I didn't tell anyone what happened. Who would believe me? But something had changed. I could feel it. It was like something had followed me from the mirror, something that wasn't supposed to cross over. Back at home, I kept seeing things. Shadows that didn't belong, reflections that moved on their own. My little sister Zoya started having night terrors. She'd wake up screaming, saying, "He's in the mirror," even though there were no mirrors in her room. One night, I saw her talking to something in the corner. I asked her who it was. She looked at me with glassy eyes and whispered, "Nana sent him. He watches now." This was just a short story about the Jinn. The full horror awaits below. Like and share, but be careful what you invite.